Welcome to the award-winning Champions Mojo, hosted by two world record-holding athletes and health, life, and leadership coaches. And now, just the takeaways from your hosts, Kelly Pallas and Maria Parker.
This is the time we're going to do our takeaways. So why and how to shut down stress. And we gave 10 in the show, but let's just do, what are two that we've talked about that you're going to work on? You're going to try to implement these into your life more so that you can have less stress.
So, I already do a lot of these. I know you do. I think a lot of, first thing I want to say is that, stress, it's terrible for your health, but it just feels bad too. And, and I think for me, probably the thing that I need to work on is the number one, the first thing that you mentioned, which is stay in the present, which is basically just saying, okay, what's happening right now? Am I here in this moment, or am I worrying about tomorrow or next week or somebody else, or, am I, so being in the present moment, just because this is all we have. So try to be in the present moment is something that I think I could work on. That's one. And the other thing that I feel like I can always work on is eating well, like filling my body with really good nutrients, really organic, fresh foods. I mean, I already pray and exercise. I get into nature a lot. I do a lot of breathing. So I already do a lot of the other things. I probably could listen to more music too. But what about you, Kelly? What are two things that you're going to work on?
Yeah, even though we do this podcast and I was a cheerleader, I'm an introvert. I know that's really weird, but
that does seem weird to me, but I guess that's true.
Yeah. I'm much more, I'm comfortable on the inside,
Yes.
like I can be creative and busy on the inside. So I always feel uplifted and less stressed when I come out of a community of people, whether that's like my family, if I do a family visit, or I come out of a swim practice with a bunch of people, or, I know that's been kind of on the back burner with COVID, but now that everything's opening up, we finally have a master swimming group in our area here. And so I just love the community, we'll go out for coffee or something. So I really find that when I'm in a community with uplifting people, that is just a de-stressor for me. And then my second one is probably getting into nature. I tend to, want to work on my computer all day and I can exercise inside. And when you're swimming, we're still outdoors, but it's not like you're directly hugging a tree. Like you live on a farm.
Right.
So
I have a tree, which we call the mother tree, right outside my door. And she, that tree reduces my stress level incredibly.
Yeah. And so Mark asked me almost every evening, honey, you want to come out and ride the golf cart around the golf course with me while I putt or something? And every time I want to like balance that. Should I work or should I go out with him? Every time I go, I come back and I'm just like, just relieved. So I think getting into nature. So for me, community and nature, those would be the two.
Right.
So we encourage you, if you didn't listen to the whole show, there are a lot of things that we went over that, are scary, that stress does to our bodies. And then these are the, 10 things of how to get rid of stress.
And you can absolutely grow in this area. I think we both have. And so, don't be discouraged. When you hear that scary list, don't be discouraged. Just work on one thing or two.
Yeah. And whether you're young or older, I think one of the reasons we've learned to deal with stress is because we are older and we may have had some stress related issues. I know that my skin healed better when I was less stressed.
Yeah.
So that's definitely. So anyway, Maria, it's been awesome. Let's take a deep breath and be done with this show.
Go out and hug a tree.
All right. Love you.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Champions Mojo podcast with host Kelly Pallas and Maria Parker. Champions Mojo is produced by Cabra Media, and a new episode debuts every Tuesday. Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. Follow Champions Mojo on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook @Champions Mojo.